Viva La Vivid, the festival that adds value to your property. We went there. We're going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
All right.
Hello, Billy Bob. How are you?
So good. Yeah, great weekend. God, I love a public holiday.
The King's long weekend. And today we're going to answer the question, how does a light festival add value to your property, and can it add more value as the years roll on? Man, what a show that our city put on for everyone.
Yeah, you spoke pretty highly of it. Tell us a little bit how it went, because I got the express version, just a quick walk around, but you did it properly.
Well, it's still going, guys and girls, so anything we're telling you today, you can go and check it out. But before I do, Billy, can you tell us some high-level numbers that nobody would know?
Yeah, I can. So we're talking about this morning. We're talking about
Lighting up our
Sydney,
city with lights.
yeah, being lit up. And don't get us wrong, like there are other places in the world that have, this technology and the inspiration to, light up buildings. But I think, Vivid is a bit more than that. It's certainly grown more than that. It's not only just a light festival, but there's, some spin-offs, which we'll talk about in the show. And it's an awesome event for Sydney. It started in 2009 from a gentleman called Anthony Bastick. He's a famous sort of event designer, and he got some inspiration from watching buildings being lit up in London in 2007. So he brought the show to Sydney. It started off much smaller. The first sort of years they started recording these numbers was 2012, 2013, where it started at like 500,000. And I'm not sure how they would have measured these things, because Vivid this year is a part free event and it's a part ticketed event, but they must keep some track of these numbers. Started about 500,000 on record. Next year grew to 800,000. Then moved quite quickly, broke the 1 million mark, and this is visitors coming in and either from interstate or visiting Sydney to come to this show particularly. But in the current sort of climate, it then grew in 2019, prior pandemic, to be the largest event in the world, with something like 2-something million people coming through. I've lost the number in front of me, but just unbelievable. So in 2019, it broke the record for being the largest festival in the world.
So we've gone from, it used to be a 2-week festival from memory, and I did attend the 2019, and I did attend the 2023, and boy, I do have to say, this one smashed 2019. So I think the future of it's bright. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Is it a bad joke? Yeah, sorry. I think the future of it's bright because it's a 3-week festival now. I'm sure with their setup and the amount of people that are there, it's going to be a 4-week festival. How good is it for commerce?
It's pretty unbelievable, and there is no way the numbers that they report back are the true numbers, because there is going to be so much spending, just in nearby restaurants, cafes, hotels, flights coming in. It's just endless. But you were saying the city, it was like sardines walking through some parts of the city.
Oh, look, it was nuts. And I think that the distinct thing this year is they sort of had 4 or 5 massive precincts. So there was the Circular Quay precinct, which is the obvious one. The non-obvious one was the Wynyard precinct, where they had the tunnels and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
But they were smashing people through there in those lines. It's a kilometre-long tunnel that's full of people, pretty much from, I guess, 6 o'clock at night when it starts all the way through to 10 o'clock at night. You know, just whacking people through it. They had the Darling Harbour precinct. They had the Barangaroo precinct. They had the Botanical Gardens precinct, and I'm sure I've missed a couple as well. But the ability to bounce people and circulate them through those precincts, and all those precincts were full. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that have come to Sydney. I know I had a lot of friends out of Sydney come to visit as well. So, you know, in my personal life, there was a lot of people that visited the city and spent money and supported the city. So, and I think they're coming back. I think we put on a good show.
Yeah. So 2019, where they left off with those numbers, breaking that sort of world record, they estimated $150 million pumped into local economy. But I have to say, I think it's more. And this year, because I similar to you, attended both years, did the 2019 version. I think they've just absolutely smashed this one, and yeah, I think the numbers will be really exciting to see. And that's the question: does it add to people's property prices?
Absolutely. You know what? It's a bit like the Easter show in the city, even bigger and even longer. And even more spectacular. So it's pretty cool. Look, I think that the future of it, and adding to property prices, the future of it is it's a month-long festival. In the years to come, I think they'll span out from 3 weeks to 4 weeks. This is just such a huge setup. I think that the awareness that it's something like this spreads out worldwide. And I was talking last night about it with my daughter's boyfriend, actually, Will, and I was saying that if I was invited to go to Miami, if there was the opportunity to go there and see a light festival, you'd go. You know, if it was in London, you'd go. So it's actually a spectacular lolly for people. Puts on a good show. It puts Sydney in a positive frame of mind, a fun frame of mind. I think for people to be aspirational about Sydney, whether they're domestic or international, that's a good place to be. So I think that alone adds a lot of value. If you think about the opposite and what that would do, you know, if it was a dangerous place or it was a place that nobody goes, how's that going to help property values? But when it's an aspirational place, 100%. And Sydney's a big place, so it just adds value to everyone. They don't have to be in that part of Sydney, but it's just a positive spin on the entire Sydney of Australia.
So true. It's it is a beautiful way to show the city. And just so so people can get a grasp of the scale as to how much this has expanded. So there's a couple of parts to this whole Vivid setup. There's kind of the free attraction, which is you know the lights, you can see them everywhere. That's an 8.5 kilometer walk. It features 60 light attractions, so they've lit up 60 different parts in different ways. You can enjoy that for free. There's almost like a self-guided walk. You can follow the map. It takes about 2 hours, take it in, grab food along the way. I think that's what, they've really sold to people, is that you can, come to the city and, do it yourself, or you can go through the tunnel experience, which is the new one they've added in, and that's the one that, you commented really highly on.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to go, I think Vivid's open till Friday. But the Wynyard, underneath Wynyard, there's a series of tunnels that assist and make up the Wynyard station, as well as an old car park. I'm not sure if it's a retired car park. You'd never know, because that car park's pretty much a tunnel as well. Very, very skinny. And they pretty much, for 1 kilometre, they push you into the tunnel at Wynyard Station. just near the Beeline bus where you get onto the northern beaches or get off for the northern beaches. They push you down in there, and then you go through, and there's different experiences that you get along the way. And I, I'm probably a bit of a hard customer. I was like, yeah, whatever, you've got to do it. But the friends that I was with didn't know where we were going, didn't hear about it, and it blew them away. They were just like, that is so cool. They had these robots. They must have been 5 or 10 ton each, the robots, because the concrete slabs and the structure. So there's these robots that do a little show for you as you walk past them. There's about probably 20 of them. All the laser lights, the music, the choreography. What an amazing experience. And everyone, no one was, you could see everyone out with their cameras. No one was bored. How many photos were taken of Vivid in the last 2 weeks?
I'll come back to you. But it's true. Friends and family on the beach, then the southern suburbs, been staying overnight in all the hotels. I think that's just beautiful. Having almost like a staycation. It's well worth a celebration. And yeah.
Do you know the most significant thing for me, Billy, was that I loved was it's when everyone zigs, you zag. It's counterintuitive. The city is cold and ugly in winter. You don't go to you can see in the summer. You're out and about and you're in parks. In the winter, you rug up, you stay home. It's so counterintuitive, this sort of festival, and what it must do for business, for those businesses, because the months lead up and the months after, people will eat, sleep, repeat. They will go back and, when they're walking through the city through Vivid, they'll say, you know what, I really wanted to try that steak place, or, you know what, I really want to do this walk more often. It's so good for remapping people.
It is, it's true. And I was frequently using the Beeline to get in and out of the city over the weekend, and I have to say, it was packed. It was absolutely heaving. So it's been a great success, I think.
Congratulations. Actually, before I go, did you know they shut down Circular Quay Station?
No, I didn't.
Too many people.
Okay, there you go. I saw some of the light rail got cut off, but there you go.
They chopped off the light rail, they chopped off the train station, and they made everyone walk up to Wynyard Station because it has better capacity, and also added more efficiency to the line because it was one less stop. But that's how many people they had.
It's awesome. Well done, Sydney. We're proud of you.
Well, yeah, well said. Well said. So everyone, if you haven't been to Vivid, make sure you take a trip. Congratulations to the event organisers, the people that inspired and run the event. Logistically, just the garbage, moving all that equipment in, moving it out, the electricians, oh my God, well done to everyone that's responsible for it. The least we can do is attend. Take care. See you, Billy.
Sure.
Bye, everyone.